Hello. Welcome to Verbling. Hi, I'm Teacher Oakley. And in this class, we're going to continue talking about continuous tenses. Specifically today, we're going back to the future. We're going to talk about future continuous tense. We'll look at the forms, and yes, there are two. And we'll look at the practical uses of the future continuous tense. How do we use it? When do we use it? And you guys are going to practice it. All right. That's the plan. Welcome to the class, Suna. Hi.
Hi, Oakley.
How are you today?
Yeah, I'm very good.
Nice to see you again, of course.
Me too, nice to see you.
Okay. Hello, Jose Luis. Hey, man.
Hi, teacher. How are you?
Hey, I'm good. How are you doing?
Fine, teacher. Arriving to home.
Okay, you're just arriving at home.
At home. It's better to say arriving or coming to
Well,
home.
this
At
this
home.
is an interesting question. All right, thank you, Jose. Okay, look, here's something very interesting in English. I'm going to the mall. I'm going to work. I'm going to Mars on a spaceship. Yay! But guess what? I'm going home. I do not need to use the preposition to. I just arrived. You can say I just arrived at home. I just arrived home. You should say at home, or I went home. You don't need to, but when you're talking about arriving, we use at to show specific place. Especially with arrived. I just arrived at the airport. Okay.
Okay, teacher. Can you use coming to home? I'm coming to home. Is same
No.
that arriving? No.
No. No. No, you would never say that. Going home without to. I'm going home. I came home, past tense. Future tense, I will come home at 7 o'clock. Present tense, I come home every day at 7 o'clock.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
We are looking at continuous tense today, so this is a very good question. I am coming home at 7 o'clock. I was coming home. Okay, past tense. I was coming home, but then I got in an accident. I will come home. I will be coming home at 7 o'clock. It is possible to use continuous tenses, but you wouldn't use the preposition to.
Okay, teacher. Thank you.
Thank you, actually. This is a very interesting point to bring up. It's very appropriate for the class, so thank you, actually. All right. I want to say howdy, Hector. I just really want to say howdy, Hector. It's fun. Howdy, Hector. Hey, what's up? Hi, Hector.
Hi, Oakley. Good night.
Hey, how are you today?
I am fine.
Hector, I need your help.
Yes?
Yeah, I want you to help me root for United States tonight. Or, well, it's tonight where I am, but today, whatever. Can you do that? Can you help me root for United States against Germany?
I don't understand your question.
Okay. It's okay. It doesn't make any sense. No, I'm talking about the World Cup.
Yes?
Yeah. I want you to help me root for. That means be a fan of, cheer for, go USA! USA!
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, I'm just kidding. All right, guys, enough messing around. Let's talk about future continuous tense. Now, I'm going to do a screen share here. First things first, there are two forms. As all future tenses, we can use will, and we can use the going to forms in all future tenses, okay? Future continuous, of course, will be, the verb be, and the present participle, which is the ing for the continuous form. For example, you will be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. In the question form, of course, as always, we transpose, we reverse the subject noun and the first helper verb or auxiliary verb. Will you be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight? And in the negative, you will not be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. The negative not follows the first helper verb or auxiliary. Of course, normally in speaking, in normal life, will not is what, Suna? How do I normally say this in real life conversation?
Yeah.
Sorry?
Sorry.
Okay, I would never say you will not be waiting. I wouldn't say that. I'm an American. I would never say that. What would I say? Do you know?
I don't know.
Okay.
Want?
Yes. Thank you, Hector. You won't be waiting for
No.
her. In normal conversational English, we're going to use the contractions. We do. It is normal. It is okay. Not only is it normal and okay, it is preferable. It is much more understandable for listeners of English to use the contractions.
Why teach will not if you never use will not? You always
Well,
use want.
I can't say that we don't use it. We do use it. Here's the weird thing there. Jose, you're full of great questions today. That's a great question. Why teach it? Why even bother? Well, because in writing English, it is much more formal in writing, especially academic writing or journalism. You're going to see full forms. This is called full forms or contractions. Full forms are used in writing. For example, Jose, if you're writing, if you're taking an IELTS or a TOEIC or TOEFL or CAE, GRE, if you're doing one of those tests, you better be writing full forms. You should never use contractions.
Mm, Any construction, for example, it's or I
Yeah,
don't know.
that's
Is
right.
better use the full sentences?
Full forms, yes, the whole
Full forms?
word in writing, especially
Yes, yeah.
formal writing. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Just remember that as a rule. You know, business letters, emails. Yeah, you know, of course, it's different if you're chatting with friends on your
yes,
smartphone, and then who cares, right? But
yes.
yeah, so that's why we teach it. Because there's a little bit of difference in writing is just generally contractions included, but in general in English writing is just more formal. You're going to use more formal one-word verb forms instead of, for example, phrasal verbs, which we would normally use in speaking. We'll instead use a more formal one-word verb. Just another example. Reduce pronunciation in speaking. Definitely. I'm gonna. Okay. Well, here we go. Gonna. 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 You're gonna be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. for example. This would be totally normal in speaking, expected, and actually reduced forms. When I'm listening as a native speaker, I expect to hear reduced forms, and this is easier for me to understand. Believe it or not, I sometimes get confused when I'm talking to a student and they refuse to use any contractions, they don't use any reduced forms, they don't join sounds. It actually is more difficult to understand.
Do you think
Seriously.
that in other countries only teach the full sentences,
Oh,
complete
yeah,
sentences?
I know they do.
Mhm.
Uh,
Yeah.
fact.
Yes.
Jose, yes, fact. It's a pain in my butt, to tell you the truth, because I have to untrain many of my students. Um, yes, in many countries they only teach full forms, and as I just said, it's harder to understand. So if you're doing a business deal with a guy in New York and you are speaking every word like a robot, as you are trained to do in Japan or Korea or China or Venezuela or wherever, you're going to have a harder time communicating, actually. So
Mhm.
I find myself untraining people as much as I'm training people. It's sad but true. Um, and as well, there's other aspects, grammar things that are grammar rules that are just not followed by native speakers. And I have to untrain people because they learn the by the book grammar rules. You know what I
You
mean?
teach again in the correct form, right, teacher?
Well, I teach the way it is. I think that's important to know the way that English is actually really spoken,
Mhm.
not the way it is in a book. I mean, that's just my teaching philosophy, Jose. I think
I
it should
think
be
so.
real. Yeah,
I
well, you know,
Mhm.
others may argue with me. It's just my opinion and the way I do things. But okay, this is interesting, but we we need to
Yes,
progress.
continue. Yes.
Yeah, please. Okay. As always, with future forms, we have the will form and the verb to be and going to. Of course, the verb to be depends on the subject noun. I am, he is, or it is. Plurals, they are, we are. Then the full construction, going to be, and the root or the main verb in the present participle form, which means the ing form. Okay, examples. You, subject noun, are going to be waiting. And yes, that is considered as one verb. That entire construction that you see written there in bold is actually the verb. Even though I know it's 5 words, but it's the verb. You are going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. Notice you will be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. The same construction of the rest of the sentence. I don't need to change anything. I can use either of these forms. Question form. Once again, as always, I reverse the first helper verb or auxiliary verb and the subject noun you. Um, Sometimes, maybe depending on what question you're asking, you may need a interrogative, what, where, when, who, in front of the are. But okay, in this case, are you going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight? And the negative. You are not. The not always follows the first auxiliary, and that's with all verb tenses. Of course. Now, there's 2 ways to say this. 3 ways. Okay, I can use full form. You are not going to be waiting for her when her plane arrives tonight. I can also say anybody. What's another way to say this?
You
Contraction.
aren't?
You
Aren't?
aren't. And that is probably the most common way. We usually contract the negative not. That would be the most common way to say it, yeah. You aren't going to be waiting. Or I could actually contract you and are. You're not going to be waiting for her. It's still acceptable. It's okay to do that, especially in speaking. It's probably just a little more common to contract the not part of the sentence. All right. Remember, you can use either of these forms. It really doesn't make any difference when it comes to future continuous. Whatever you're more comfortable with, hey, I'm comfortable with it too. All right, quickly, I want to give a shout out and a howdy and a hello to Keiko. Hey, Keiko. Hey, what's up?
Hey, teacher.
Hi, nice to see you again. And also, hello, Randy.
Hi.
Hi. I'm good, thank you. And Vu, of course. Hey, Vu.
Nice to see you again, teacher.
Me too, man. Good to see you. All right. Now let's talk about these uses, look at some examples and practice. All right. First of all, we use the future continuous to talk about an interrupted action in the future. Those of you who were in my class yesterday know that past continuous, we talk about an interrupted action in the past. Same deal, just in the future. The diagram here, the red line indicates the future continuous verb, a continuing action that happens in the future, and the little purple X is the interruption. All right, the shorter action that happens somewhere in the middle. Okay, now it can be a real interruption, meaning an actual verb, an action, something that physically happens, or it could be an interruption in time. In other words, you can use a time phrase to indicate or to show that interruption. All right, well, let's look at examples. I will be watching TV when she arrives tonight. Okay, I will be watching TV is the red loopy line here. When she arrives tonight is, of course, the purple X. All right, that's boom, she arrives. So that's a right now action. Okay. I will be waiting for you when your bus arrives. All right. I pretty much the same thing. I am going to be staying at the Madison Hotel. If anything happens and you need to contact me. Oh, there's an interesting sentence and a very common and practical sentence, I might add. All right. So predictive, of course, it's in the future. We don't know if something's going to happen, and we don't know that we're needed, but there's the red line, you staying at the Madison Hotel. Lovely. They have a mini bar and a jacuzzi in your room. Wonderful. So if anything happens, all right, call me. I'll be in the jacuzzi. Okay. He will be studying at the library tonight. In the future, tonight, okay, we can use adverbs, or we can use language to indicate the future, and that's very common to help clarify. So he will not see. He will not see. Ooh. Jennifer when she arrives. Ooh, this is a little bit complicated. Continuous action. He's going to continue studying. Study, 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 study. Then I have a compound sentence with a connector. So he will not see Jennifer. This is its own phrase. Okay. When she arrives is a third clause. This sentence is made of 3 clauses. All right. Actually, this is a compound, complex sentence. I have 1 independent clause. I have he will not see actually 2 independent clauses. Sorry. And then a dependent clause, when she arrives. Okay, so this is another possible construction. Notice. Okay, 1 second. Notice that the interruptions, the purple X's, are all simple present. They are not future tense. They are simple present. And that is because the interruptions, or the actions, the verbs, are in time clauses, and you cannot use future tenses in time clauses. Okay, this is really important. You cannot use future tenses in time clauses. This is a common mistake. I cannot say, I will be watching TV when she will arrive tonight. Giant grammar fail. You cannot do that. You just can't. If you learn nothing else in this class, please remember this. This is a very common mistake. You can't do it in any future tense, not just future continuous, future simple, future perfect, future perfect continuous. You cannot use any future tenses in time clauses ever. These are clauses that start with when, while, okay, commonly when. Okay, let's try this out. Suna,
Yes.
can you try making a sentence modeled on these examples?
Yeah. My sentence.
Sure.
I'll be drinking coffee when my mother's on the phone at noon.
Okay. Could you say that one more time?
Yeah. I'll be drinking coffee.
Yeah.
When my mother's on the phone at noon.
I'll be drinking coffee, and you contracted that. Very, very nice. When my mother swallows the phone. What? No, that can't be right. No, that's not right. When my mother what the phone?
On the phone.
Okay, we need the verb to be then, right? When my mother is on
The phone.
the phone. Okay, I'll be drinking coffee when my mother's on the phone. Well, period. That's not quite going to work. Instead of when here, because you're talking about an action that's going to happen. All right. Wow, we did this yesterday, Suna, actually, in past tense. Now we're going to do the same thing in future tense. Your mother's on the phone. Now, that's an action that's normally going to take some time, right?
Yes.
First of all, I would change this subordinator here. While my mother is talking on the phone is how I would actually say this. Because this action, your mom on the phone, that's not arrives, boom. Something happens, boom. That's a sudden and direct action. Your mother's on the phone. If your mother's like my mother, Suna, this is not an instant action. This is a long, continuous action. So I would definitely use a continuous verb here. Okay, it is possible while my mother talks on the phone. It is possible. Now, grammatically speaking, okay, is on the phone, talks on the phone. You're not completely wrong, all right? I'm just saying in English, of course, you have to consider the verb. Is it a verb that actually really denotes an instant action, or that pretty much has to be a lengthy or an action with duration? Okay. Randy, you want to try this? Randy, can you attempt to make a future continuous to show an interrupted action in the future?
Okay.
All right.
Can I say this? Tomorrow at 10 p.m. I will be playing tennis. Is it correct?
Well, let's see. Tomorrow at 10 p.m. I will be... What will you be doing?
I will be playing tennis.
Playing tennis?
Uh-huh.
At 10 p.m.? Randy, really? Do you play tennis at 10 p.m.?
10 a.m. Sorry.
I'm just checking. It's okay. Your lifestyle is your lifestyle, Randy. And, you know, if you want to exercise at 10 p.m., that's okay with me.
Yeah, I was wrong. Yeah.
No, it's okay. No problem. Okay, actually...
But I'm not really sure it's correct.
This is great. Good job, Randy. One thing that the examples failed to teach us is that, of course, we can reverse these clauses. When she arrives tonight, comma, I will be watching TV. Okay, here we have an action. In your sentence, we have a time, a real interruption, or just an interruption in time. This is the rule you followed, and so your sentence is perfectly correct. You have chosen to put this clause first. You can say, I will be playing tennis tomorrow at 10 p.m. You have two clauses. You can reverse them. That's perfectly fine. Nope. Good job, Randy, actually. Jose Luis, you want to give it a try here? Jose?
Sure, teacher. Yes, teacher. Sorry. Can I
Great.
say I'm going to be seeing the football game, and then I will be washing the dishes?
I see where your priorities are, Jose.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, can you say this? I am going to be seeing the football game. First of all, you see something, I look out my window and I see a bus parked outside. But I see it. Bam. To see something is normally a quick action. What verb
Watching?
would be better? Yeah, you
Watching?
got it. Indeed. All right, you watch a movie. You don't see a movie. You watch a movie.
I have a question, teacher. When I have studying English in Mexico, at least teachers say that going to is when you are sure 100% at the moment going to.
Yeah.
B is a probability, but I'm not sure if it's correct. Teach this because you never are sure what happened.
That's life. Yeah. Okay. In simple tenses, in simple future tense, again, I will work on Monday. I am going to work on Monday. What is the difference? Well, maybe there's no difference, maybe there is. I can use either form to indicate a prediction. I'm guessing, of course, all predictions are guesses. But I could be saying I'm going to work on Monday to indicate that, in fact, it's my plan. Of course, the best laid plans of mice and men, Jose, you know. Man plans and God laughs, you know. Of course, no one knows. But if it's a plan, I'm going to go to Spain next Christmas. Well, that's my plan anyway. I will be in Spain. I will go to Spain next Christmas. Well, that means that's my prediction. Very little difference, a subtle difference. But yeah, there you have it. However, when you're dealing with continuous, it's only in the simple future where that really counts. Okay? In continuous tenses, perfect continuous, they're pretty much interchangeable. So you don't really need to concern yourself with that whole concept.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome. I hope I answered your question. Hector, you want to try this?
Yes. I will be watching the soccer game when you call me tomorrow.
Okay.
Hello.
I will be watching the soccer game
when you call me tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely nothing wrong with that. I have to go back. Jose, I got distracted and excited by what you're saying. Hector, your sentence is perfectly fine. Why? Oh, just the indent. Okay. I'm going to be watching the football game, and then I will be washing the dishes. Ah. Okay. The thing is, and then, this indicates time. Here's the problem. And then I will wash the dishes. Why? Because you cannot use future tenses and time clauses, and then indicates time. Okay? I'm sorry I didn't catch that the first time. I got all excited. Oh, no, that is and then I will wash the dishes. Oh, no, it is okay. This is... wait, this is a simple future. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. This is not a time clause. This is okay to do this. Oh, you were okay to begin with. And then I will be washing the dishes. Either way, you could use simple future or continuous here. I'm sorry. I confused myself here. Grammar's so confusing. This is not really a time clause. Time phrase. Wow, that's weird. Okay. It works, though. English. Keikau, you want to try this?
Yes, teacher. We're not gonna be playing cards when you are not here to do it with us.
Wow. We're not
Gonna be.
gonna. I like that. But I have to write going. Whoops. Going to be playing cards
when you are not here.
We're not going to be playing cards when you're not here. All right, that's great. That works perfectly. There's no confusion there. That's very direct. All right, good job. Vu, you want to try this?
I will be having. Sorry, I'm having. Sorry, teacher. I'm having breakfast when I catch up tomorrow. Oh, sorry, when my brother gets up tomorrow.
Okay.
Look up.
Wait a minute here. I am having breakfast when my brother wakes up tomorrow. Okay, this is present continuous tense. You sure you want to do this? You are talking about the future. Tomorrow is the future.
I will be having.
Yeah, okay.
I see.
Excuse me, sorry. I will be having breakfast when my brother wakes up tomorrow. Well, now that's very direct. That works. Okay. Good job, Vu. There you go. All right.
Is necessary specific time, teacher, or you only, for example, I will be having breakfast tomorrow, or is not necessary the specific time?
No, definitely not. If you look at these examples, there's no specific time. I'll be watching TV when she arrives. Well, tonight. Okay. I will be waiting for you when your bus arrives. If the verb itself indicates an action, you know, bam, that, okay, if anything happens, all right, bam, and you need to contact me, I don't need to say a specific time. Okay. Okay, specific time as an interruption in the future. All right. So, okay, some of you did this as an example, so I'm going to just show a couple examples, and then I'm going to proceed. Tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to be eating dinner. All right, one thing you have to know, this indicates at 6 p.m., you're going to be somewhere in the middle of the process of eating dinner. You still have some of your veggies left on your plate, and you've only eaten half of your fish. Somewhere in the middle. However, at midnight tonight, we will still be driving through the desert. Okay. We'll be somewhere in the process of driving through the desert. Okay. A specific time can be the interruption. You're somewhere in the middle. You're in the process of eating dinner. That's the red line. 6 p.m. is your purple X. Okay. All right. In a simple future, a specific time is used to show the time of an action. The time an action will begin or end. In the future continuous, a specific time interrupts the action. Okay, so there's a bit of difference here. Tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to eat dinner. That means you're going to start eating dinner at 6 p.m. That is simple continuous tense. So it indicates beginning. Tonight at 6 p.m., I'm going to be eating dinner. Future continuous means you're somewhere in the middle. Okay? As I stated up here, you're in the process. So that's the difference between using present continuous and future continuous. Present continuous indicates, with a specific time, indicates the beginning, or possibly, depending on your what words you use, possibly the and. You know, I could say tonight at 6 p.m. I will be finishing my dinner. I will finish my dinner. Okay, so it could be start or finish. All right, let's look at this next one. Parallel actions in the future, meaning two actions happening at the same time, and of course, we're talking continuous tense. So these are two actions that take time. I'm going to be studying, and he's going to be making dinner. Tonight they will be eating dinner, discussing their plans, and having a good time. It doesn't have to be just two parallel actions. It could be three. Simple enough. While. Okay. Here's a common construction when you're talking about two continuous actions. You often use while. While Ellen is reading, Tim will be watching television. Okay. Notice is reading because of the time clause containing while. I can't use a future tense. This goes back, I think. Let's see. This goes back to Suna's sentence. While my mother talks on the phone, I can't use a future tense. These are two parallel future actions, and that's why I had to stop Suna and change her verb tense to make sure that it was not future. Okay. Oops. All right, parallel actions. Let's try this one out. Okay, using these examples, talk to me about two future actions. Randy, why don't you start us this time?
Okay. I'm going to be doing some writing exercises, and she's going to be posting a letter.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to be
doing.
Okay, you're going to be doing. What are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be doing some writing.
Oh, okay.
Exercises.
Exercises? Oh, okay. I get it now.
And she's going to be watching TV.
Okay. Yep, that's it. Perfect. Yeah, no problem with that. Okay. Okay, instead of using while, okay, you don't need while. It's fine.
I should have used while.
No, it's okay. I'm going to be doing some writing exercises, and she's going to be watching TV. No, there's nothing wrong with that sentence. It is common to use while just to make it clear to the listener that these are simultaneous actions, but it's not absolutely necessary. So you're fine, Randy. Jose.
Yes, teacher.
And because you don't have while, Randy, actually, that's why you can use future continuous in both of your clauses here. Notice this one, while Ellen is reading, I have to use present.
So if I use while, I could say while I am doing some writing exercises. She's going to be watching TV.
That's it. Bullseye. Okay. Target, Randy, you got it. That's exactly the concept. Okay, I'm sorry, Jose. Go ahead.
An example. Okay, I'm going to wash the capot while you wash the wheel.
You're gonna wash or watch?
Wash the washing, like
Okay.
dishes. The car. I am
Okay.
talking about wash a car.
Okay.
Is correct? Is correct?
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. I'm going to wash the what?
The capot.
Capo? What's a
Yes,
capo?
capot is. I don't know if the pronunciation is correct, but it's a part of a car.
Really? Okay.
I think.
Okay. I don't know what that is, man. All right. It doesn't mean you're wrong. You know, I don't know everything. Okay. You're gonna wash the capo while she
Wash the while.
washes, while she washes, of course. While
Yes,
she
sure.
washes the what?
Will.
Wheel.
Will.
Wheel.
Will.
Okay. While she washes the wheel. Okay.
Will.
I'm still, you know, I still don't know what capo is. It's like Italian for head.
Maybe
You
it's
don't know
in
what it is.
Spanish, and I don't know the correct word
It
in
is
English.
a food car.
I'm look and I type, teacher.
What's, hang on, Randy, what's that?
I think it is a food car.
The hood. Oh, okay. Maybe the hood, the front of the car.
Yes.
If you're sitting in the car and you're the driver and you look kind of down, you see the hood. You open the hood and there's the engine.
Yeah, it's hood.
Yeah. In English, that's the hood. Yeah.
I am hear this in a movie maybe, but maybe it was an Italian movie and I hear and they use this word.
Or, you know, maybe it was, I don't know, Fast and Furious. Fast and
Maybe
Furious.
yes.
Maybe, you know, those guys are all Mexican, so, you know.
Yes.
Half of the United States is Mexican, so don't worry about it, Jose. You know, we're all good with it. Okay. Hector. Hector, you want to give this a try? 2 simultaneous continuous actions in the future.
In the future, I will be driving the car while my wife will be using the GPS.
Okay. But remember,
Driving.
oh, driving. I'm sorry. I will be driving the car while my wife, what, yells at me?
Will be
Sorry, just having fun. While my wife will be, okay.
will be
Sorry,
use the GPS, but
but you know what? You can't. You just can't, because you have while. This is a time clause.
and
Oh, and okay, well that's different. Okay, and
my wife will be
will be
Use.
what?
Using
Sing. Thank you.
the GPS.
Okay, there you go. Now you're okay. Yep, that's all right. All right, you're good there. Keiko.
The adults are going to be drinking those bottles of soda.
Why you guys need such long sentences?
and the children
Okay.
will be eating those sandwiches.
Okay. Interesting. Whoops. Interesting sentence. Okay. Boodles. I said boodles. Silly me. Bottles. Okay. Interesting sentence. All right. Because you have demonstratives. Yeah. But perfectly grammatically correct. Okay. No problem there. Vu, you want to give this a shot?
Yes. Why why I am why I will be studying English
Okay. Remember, we
when
can't have a
when
future tense with while.
while I will be I
Yeah.
will
You can't say will with while. Will, while. Will, while.
while
Can't do it.
okay
All right.
I will be studying. Oh, sorry, teacher. I will talk again. Why? Why I will?
Start over. I'm confused. Begin again, please.
Yes. While I will be.
You can't do that. You
Oh.
cannot have while I will.
Oh.
This phrase does not exist in English.
Oh yes.
Can't
Uh.
do it ever. Can't speak it, can't write it, can't even think it.
Oh. While I am studying English
Okay, this can be done.
on Verbling, my sister will be. My sister will be going on holiday
Okay.
next month.
Okay, wait a minute here. While I'm studying English on Verbling, my teacher will be going on holiday next month. Okay. Technically correct, Vu, but realistically,
Yes.
realistically, we would do it this way. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, realistically, I'm going to put this time phrase first and not leave it till the end because it is totally essential to the meaning of the sentence. Next month, while I'm studying English on Verbling, my teacher will be going on holiday. Now, this I do not have a problem with.
Oh yes.
Okay.
Teacher, why you use present continuous tense
Here?
after while? Yes. Oh.
Because. Dun, 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 dun. Because of the golden rule.
Oh, I remember.
You cannot use future tenses and time clauses ever, 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 ever. You cannot use future tenses in time clauses. Weep, 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 weep. That's why, Vu.
Yes.
Alrighty then. Suna. My goodness. I need another
Yes.
hour here. Okay. I wish I could extend time on Verbling. I really do. All right, Suna.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will be going. I'll be going shopping
Uh-huh.
when my husband will be playing golf with her friends.
What?
Yeah?
Did you just say your husband will be playing work?
Golf. Golf.
Golf.
Yeah.
Ah. Wait, pronunciation. Golf.
Golf.
Wait a minute. Hang on. Golf.
Golf.
Yeah. Open your mouth and then put your tongue on the top of your, in the roof of your mouth. the ceiling of your mouth. The golf. Golf.
Golf.
You're moving your tongue too much. Keep your tongue steady. Golf.
Golf.
Better.
Golf.
Better. Okay, that's better. All right. Much better. You're moving your tongue as if it was an R. Golf. And so it's confusing it. This is a pure L, so you just lift your tongue. Don't move it forward and back. Golf. Okay. Now, wait a minute. Let's look at your sentence. I will be going shopping when my husband will be playing golf. Wait a minute. I think this is a time clause because it starts with when or while or if. Yeah, Vu busted you. Busted. Grammar police. Woo 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 woo. Okay. So I cannot use a future tense. So how should I change this? I will be going shopping when my husband, instead of will be, Suna, present tense.
My husband is.
There we go. That's it. When my husband is playing golf, and that is fine. Okay, so it would have to be present.
Yes.
Okay, so what you notice here is when you're doing two continuous, notice that you're using compound sentences, pretty much, or simple sentences. They is the subject with multiple verbs. They will be eating, they will be discussing, they will be having. All right, it's still the same subject. This is a simple sentence, one subject, three verbs. This is a compound sentence because it has a new subject connected with and, but, so, yet, or. Okay. When I use a complex sentence with a subordinator, while, when, sometimes Ellen reads, and Tom, okay, whatever, a bad example, but when I notice that I can't really use a complex sentence with two future continuous verbs, it won't really work. Sometimes I use multiple continuous verbs to talk about, just to indicate the atmosphere or in general what a place is like. When I arrive at the party, everybody is going to be celebrating. Some will be dancing, others are going to be talking, a few people will be eating pizza, and several people are going to be drinking beer. I'm predicting that because they always do the same thing. So we can use continuous tenses, multiple, to sort of give the idea of all the activity that is happening, especially written, but possibly speaking. Last, no future in time clauses. Last message. Okay. Time clauses include clauses that start with when, while, before, or after, by the time, as soon as, if is a tricky one, unless. You have to use present tenses instead of future continuous, present continuous instead of future perfect, present perfect instead of future simple, present simple. You just can't do it. And I know I've said that like 6 times, but that's the most important part of the lesson. Okay, we're over time. I'm late starting my next class, so I gotta go. Ciao, everybody. You guys.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Thank you, teacher. See you.
That's lovely.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Wow.
Thank you.